Hello, beautiful soul family. Rebecca here, bringing you another video on how to raise your vibration so you can live your best life. Let's talk today about procrastination. What causes you to procrastinate and how can we prevent it? Well, oftentimes procrastination is an indication, and in fact, with any emotion, it's an indication that there's something that needs your attention or something that needs to be addressed. So oftentimes we have to first and foremost look at what is the thing that we are telling ourselves we have to do. Is it something that is divinely guided? Is it aligned action, or are we trying to force ourselves to do something that is not aligned with our soul path and our purpose? We've not been asked to do it by the divine, because that is going to be sort of the first pass at whether or not this is something you should even be pushing yourself to do. The next step is to look at if it is divinely guided action. You know that this is something that is going to move you towards your purpose, towards your path, but you're just not quite finding the motivation to do it. There may be something in you, an inaccurate belief around your ability to do it or the outcome of it. So dig deep and sit in contemplation and ask, why am I not wanting to do this thing? What is it in me that believes that this is going to be painful or not turn out well? And if there's things that I need to do for my business. I love 95% of what I do, but sometimes the tactical stuff isn't that fun. Writing a sales page for a funnel isn't very fun. And oftentimes there can be these doubts that come up, like, am I going to do it right? Am I saying the right thing? Is the language landing? And that belief that it will be difficult or it will be painful or it will be hard or it won't be successful is what causes it to be difficult to get into, right? And so really what needs to happen is not a push through to force myself to go do this thing, but rather to sit with those beliefs and say, I don't think it's actually going to be hard. It's new and it's different and it's not something I do very often. And so I'm uncertain of how it's going to go, and I don't really have a strategy around this yet, but it will come. And as I get past those first couple of lines or those first couple of steps into whatever it is that you're procrastinating against, you will find the momentum you need. You'll start to ease into it and say, okay, I got the flow of this now. I understand how this goes, and it will start to move more easily for you. And so it's the belief that it will be difficult, or the belief that you can't, or the belief that you don't have what it takes, that will keep you from it. And actually the procrastination is the worst part. It is the hesitation and the mulling over in our minds of whether I should or whether I shouldn't, and the distractions that we allow ourselves to keep ourselves from it actually end up taking far more energy than just those moments of getting through the first couple of steps of the process that we have been procrastinating. So ask yourself, if you're fearing not being good enough, then challenge that. So when we identify a limiting belief, we then know that on the other side of that is a more positive, more resourceful, more accurate belief. So if my fear is it's not going to be good enough, the truth of that is I'm not great at this yet, but as I step into it, I will get better and better. It will get easier and easier and more enjoyable. And as I start to see the impacts of the growth in this area, I will actually gain more confidence, more awareness around the brand, more sales, more whatever it is, right? Whatever the thing is that you're looking to get out of this process, it's on the other side of this limiting belief. And so we can find a positive belief that will support us in that process. So look at the stories you tell yourself and the beliefs you have that are keeping you from the thing that you are procrastinating, because that ultimately at the end of the day is the hurdle that you need to overcome. It's not necessarily forcing yourself. And I will also add this, do not beat on yourself for procrastination. It has a message for you. It's trying to teach you something. It's trying to show you where you have a limiting belief. And a limiting belief is a block. So if you question, what are my blocks? Look for your limiting beliefs and change them. All right. If you'd like help with this, I do offer free 30-minute sessions, links below. Otherwise, please do like, subscribe, and share. Even just an emoji thank you comment would be amazing. It does help the YouTube algorithm, and I really appreciate your support. It allows me to continue to be here and support you for free every day. All right, and do be sure to subscribe. Click this button here to make sure you're notified of the next video that comes out. All right, I will see you on the flip side, my friends. Namaste.